Alright, what's going on, guys? Let's kick it live and see who joins us tonight. So we'll let some people join in and then we'll get started. So we got Matt up in here. That SST is one hell of a project. I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, it's definitely an undertaking, but nothing that's gonna. I mean, we've definitely done crazier stuff. So the Dakota we completely dismantled and rebuilt. So the SST isn't gonna be hard at all. It just depends on what we want to do with it, really. Darren says Viper looking fresh. Thank you, sir. Matt staying with the emojis. Derek says let's go. What's up, Darren? Hello, says Jay. Question is, are you ready? Not stuck. No, I didn't. I was just trying to wrap up some projects. So if you guys saw my Instagram post, I ended up finishing up the Viper. So with Aaron's help, we knocked out all the polishing. Ended up wet sanding the fenders and everything today. And then polished them, got everything mounted, got the bumper back on. Everything's 100% back together. So Viper project is done. I should have that video out for you guys tomorrow. I just got to edit the footage. And then I finished getting the Inez relocation brackets on the Ram 1500 axle for our blue truck. So I got I don't know if you guys know about that, but I took the built axle out of the EcoDiesel, and then I ended up cutting off all the old brackets, and then I got the Inez kit from Lowe's Performance. So that's their cut bracket kit. So I cut off the upper control arm brackets off the axle, and then knowing you guys know me already, being like kind of just over the top with some stuff and making things look super, perfect and clean. So I ended up cutting off the brackets, grinding it all down completely smooth on the axle side of things, and then I ended up painting the whole axle so it looks like a brand new axle now. And then I just finished putting the brackets on. So now our fully built axle with the lowering brackets is ready to go into the blue Ram. So that'll be happening. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this week. I might take not like a bit of a well-deserved break, at least for one day this weekend. So I might take either the Hellcat or the Viper to maybe a local car show tomorrow. I think that's what me and Aaron might get into tomorrow. I might go see what the car scene's like around here with either the Hellcat or the Viper. So, but either way, the Ram project with the cut brackets for the axle, that'll resume at the latest on Monday. So I should be able to get that done Monday, and then, like I said, probably the latest that video will be out Tuesday. A bunch of other exciting stuff too, and then I'll get to some of your guys' questions. I have another company reached out to me and is sending me these pretty trick fog lights. So they're LED fog lights, and they have like daytime running lights in it, and it kind of like it's gonna look really, really good with those VLAN headlights. So pretty excited about those. I think they show up tomorrow, like Saturday or Sunday, so I'll have those. Also, you guys are gonna hate me, but I got a stupid deal on a 8.4 Uconnect off eBay. So there is good deals out there, you guys. Like I said, I'm still working on getting all the pieces for that so that I can do that swap for you guys on the Ram. And you guys are gonna hate me for this. I got an 8.4 Uconnect for the Ram for $150, like from a wrecking yard. So there is deals out there. You just gotta know what to search for. I literally was just searching, like, I listed or organized it on eBay from like highest to lowest price. And the guy didn't have a picture, but he had a picture of the truck and said that it was that it was a Bighorn or whatever, and ended up getting it for $150. So pretty happy about that. Ray says you need a halo light and better audio. Sounds echo. Yeah, I might have a bit of an echo because it's all wood floors in here. So bear with me, you guys. I'm working with what I have right now, and then I'll end up getting the whole live stream setup sorted out here soon. I want to like redo this. I think I actually might move where I have my computer and stuff to another room in the house. So either way, like I said, I'll get better lighting and get an official camera and microphone and all that stuff. But I mean, I got hardwood floors and drywall and no like sound damping. So if you guys are looking for a professional like vlogging experience, this might not be the channel for you, but this is kicking it for you guys live. This is as real as it gets. So yeah, we're just doing it this way for now, but yeah, it'll be a work in progress. We'll get that stuff going. But yeah, Darren says picture and sound quality is good, so I don't know. Don't know, maybe it's your end, bud. Who else? Let's see some of these questions here. Zack said, I had a lifter fail on my 16 5.7 Hemi. How hard is it to install cam lifters? It's not that it's hard, it's just time consuming. It is a lot of labor to get it done, but if you ever installed cam and lifters and anything else, it's no different really. The only difference would be if you're going to delete the MBS and then you have to put the phase limiter in there. But yeah, it's just really time consuming. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like overly hard. No harder than any other cam swap, just maybe a little more labor intensive. What was the other thing I was going to tell you guys? Shoot, it escaped me. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. We'll probably talk about it a few times because I'm sure you guys want to know more about the SST. I was kind of like a light bulb went off in my head last night a little bit when I was thinking about the SST, because a lot of guys were, it seems like there's a lot of interest in the SST. I don't know why YouTube didn't promote that video, because we have like 400 comments of people, that watch that video and they want to see, or they were expressing, I guess, what they want to see with that truck, whether it was the Hemi or keep the Magnum. I saw a lot of comments, don't think that I don't read your comments, but you guys gotta remember I'm like one person, and literally if you guys go check out that video, I think we've got to be close to like 400 comments on that video right now. So it's just hard for me to get to every comment, but it does it pops up on my phone when you guys comment, so I try to take a glance at it, whether I can actually, respond to 400 comments and still continue to work and produce content. It's just like another story when it's a one-man show, but I was kind of thinking, and I'll make subsequent videos, on this subject, more official videos, but this is just kind of me, just, spitting live here with you guys and just chatting with you guys. But that truck, so think about how extreme whoever owned this truck went back in like the late 90s or whatever. So they went full fuel system on this truck. They apparently built the motor, like it's got a cam in it. It's obviously got aftermarket rockers, like rocker rollers, adjustable ones. It's got headers. Apparently it had a Novi 2000 supercharger on it. And the guy that we bought it off of sold it separately, because he said somebody offered him some money for it, so he just sold that. But it's got a full standalone Excel computer system or something like that, full MSD ignition, crane ignition box. It has like a built transmission. It actually has a 727 transmission on it, not the 486 RE, so it's got a built 727 on it. But when you start adding all that up, okay, so whoever had this obviously spent some coin on it. Where I'm going with this is I am very, very curious to see if it may or may not already have a 408 stroker in it. Because if somebody went to those great lengths to try to maximize everything out of this 360 or 5.9, what are the odds that it might not already have a stroker kit in it? So at some point here, once we get kind of settled in with some other stuff, I do want to make a video, and for my own interest, and I'm sure you guys are equally as curious, is put it on an engine stand and see what happened or what is or isn't wrong with that engine. And at the same time, I want to see if maybe it already has a 408 stroker in it, because I don't know, that would be pretty cool if it might already have it in it, and it might change things as far as the direction. Off the top of my head, what I'm thinking to do with that truck is, obviously we'll see what the deal is, or assess the motor situation that came with the truck. But what I'm thinking to do is still probably do the 5.7 stuff, depending on how hurt that 5.9 is, or if it's a 5.9 or whatever it is. But depending on how hurt that Magnum motor is, maybe we fix the Magnum and throw it in there for a bit. But regardless, what I still think I want to do is I want to put a Hemi in it. So I think I do still want to put the 5.7 in it, because I want to say it was almost like 50%. Some guys wanted to see Magnum build, the other guys wanted to see the 5.7 get swapped in. It was kind of like a toss-up. But I was almost thinking, maybe do the hemi swap, but make it so that it's not like irreversible. So I wouldn't be cutting any of the frame rail stuff. I wouldn't be, cutting any of the engine mount stuff. I would build engine mounts that fall into the existing engine mounts and then bolt to the hemi, so that if we ever wanted to, if for some reason that truck shoots up in some crazy value or whatever, and we want to go back magnum, we can just take the hemi out, drop the magnum back into the existing motor mounts, and that way we're not hacking the truck up, but we have the options to go back and forth. So that's what I'm thinking, at least at the moment, but we'll see once we dig into that engine, what's going on in there, and go from there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Think first is, what's up, brother? Boost Motorsports for the win. Thank you, sir. Jay's asking Zack a question. Love your vids, bro. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man. Man, I got a 2002 Dakota. I don't know what I should get it, lowered or off-road look. I mean, that's gonna be your call, man. I mean, that's personal preference. I can't really advise you one way or the other. It's just depends on what your plans are, what your goals are. If you're trying to go fast, I wouldn't think that you would want to lift it, but it just depends if you're trying to do like street strip or you're trying to go like, mud bogging or rock crawling or something, I guess. Chino says, keep it up. Thank you, sir. Zack said, looking at getting a Texas Speed MDS Delete kit. Yeah, so you'll have to do the phase limiter if you go that route. Trying to just catch up here in the comments. Michael says, looking forward to the Viper vid. Yeah, so tomorrow I should have the Viper video out. Tomorrow or Sunday, it just depends when I get to edit it, but the Viper's finished. She's back together. It's just a matter of editing that footage. That SST build is going to be the best thing you build, man. Damn, so a lot of guys are liking the SST, so that's cool. It's you know what I noticed today, and Aaron was making fun of me, is the 2nd gen taillights, they have a lot of similarities with the 5th gen taillights. So if you guys know, like, on the 5th gens, how they have that, like, that smoked little piece in the middle? The 2nd gen has that same thing. I was looking at it today, like, scratching my head going, no way, they actually took, like, one little styling cue from the 2nd gen truck and put on the 5th gen. Uconnect for the win, I agree. You need a halo light. Oh, that's Mr. Ray complaining about the live stream quality. Michael says, whoa, 150 is steel. Congrats on the comp. Yeah, like, I was pretty excited about that. So I'm going to see if I can figure out the harness thing too, or if I gotta order one. But that's the last piece of the puzzle, is just the harness. Do I need tuning with MDS Delete kit if I go with it? Yeah, dude, you're definitely going to need to tune it if you put, like, anything, if you change anything from the factory, you're going to need to obviously get it tuned. You can't just slap whatever you want in there and try to let the stock computer figure it out. Matt says, laugh my ass off, just keeping it real. Where's your halo ring light for the professional vlog, homie? I know. I gotta get my halo light out so you guys can see my glam photos. We can do a glam live stream. Reaver, let's go. What's up? What's up, Reaver? I'm really looking forward to the SST build. There's another vote for the SST. I think it's gonna be fun. Oh, so I'll let you guys know here. So in the next video, the Viper video, where Aaron helps me finish the Viper and get it all back together, we have a goal for the next video, and I'll give you guys a heads up here. So Aaron has made us a deal. So he is thinking, he's like, I think Aaron's more excited about the SST build than I am, honestly. He wants to really see the SST build get going, but as you guys know, like, I've committed to getting the 4th gen RAM Hellcat swap. Well, first we gotta get through all the 5.7 mods, and then we gotta Hellcat swap it. So that's what's in the, in the queue as far as the build progress, but Aaron really wants to see the SST get built. He's also asking, or he's also thinking about starting his own YouTube channel. So I made a deal with Aaron today, and he agreed. He said that if the next video, so make sure you guys are ready for the next video, the Viper video where he helps me paint everything, the finished one where we put it all together, which we just finished filming today. If that video gets 500 thumbs ups, that Aaron will take the SST to his house, which he's just like down the street. He's gonna take it to his house and he's gonna paint it. He's just gonna get moving and get going on the painting thing. Under the agreement that you guys follow his channel over there, and he's gonna document the, painting and all that process on his channel. So I made him that deal. I think it's a sweet deal. Everybody benefits. You guys will get to see the SST get painted. It'll fast forward the SST build project, because while I'm working on, not that I'm not going to go help him, I'll still get in there and give him a hand and stuff, but he's going to, I guess, paint it, and he's going to end up filming a bunch of stuff. So you guys will get to see, while I'm making the videos for the 5.7 stuff and the 4th gen stuff, he's going to be filming, sanding it, getting it ready for paint and all that stuff. So I think it's going to be a pretty good situation. So just heads up for the next video. We're going to try and get that video to 500 likes. If it gets to 500 likes, Aaron's going to take the SST to his house, start stripping it down, sanding it, and getting it ready for paint. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that deal. So I think it's a fair deal. We'll give him a boost to his new channel that he's going to create, and we'll get the SST painted. I think it'll be a pretty cool situation there. Plus, like I said, it's just like, I'm only one person, so I can only do so much. But if he's gonna, get going on the SST while I'm still working on the 4th gen stuff, then we'll just be able to move a little faster with some of these different projects that you guys want to see. So, how's that going? Help me, help you. It's one of those situations. Mike says, "Hey man, I did the HID upgrade in projectors and now I got a ton of condensation. How do I get rid of it?" Two things. One, I would see how you sealed off, the backing plates. So I guess a couple things. One, when you took off the lid off the back, there's like those little basically wood screws that hold it on. So make sure that your gasket is good on that. Second is, I'm sure you drilled holes through the back, so make sure that your holes with the grommets, that those are all sealed up well. And then third, check out my video where I show what the issue is with these headlights having condensation in them. The other thing too is you gotta remember the HID bulb's getting way hotter, so when it gets hot, and then it cools afterwards, it's gonna sweat more. So there's little vents on the back of the headlights, so they actually have an issue. It was a recall, so I made a video for that. Go check out that video. But you have to correct the little vents all in the back of the headlight, make sure that they're breathing properly, and then using all those tips, I think you should be okay. Reaver, open the vents in the back of the headlight. Oh, there you go. So Reaver's already beat me to it. That would be badass. If it does have a 408, I agree. I mean, who knows, right? Like I said, if the guy whoever had this truck originally, they pretty much bought a brand new SST and modded the crap out of it. So you never know how much money they threw at this thing. Just out of curiosity, how did you come across the SST truck or the line online or something you know? No, I didn't know the guy at all. So I was just, I always kind of just when I'm bored or whatever, if I can't sleep at night or I wake up too early in the day and I'm just kind of just relaxing, I usually jump on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace and just kind of scroll through it, try to see if there's any stuff for the builds that we need, obviously, but this somehow got suggested to me and I saw it on OfferUp. Darren's in Canada, so he probably doesn't know what OfferUp is. It's kind of like Kijiji. You guys there in Canada know what Kijiji is, but it's kind of like that, but it's just an app down here everybody uses. So yeah, it was on OfferUp, and messaged the guy and asked him if everything was legit, because he said it was super low miles. I can't remember what the ad said, 21,000 miles or whatever, 22, whatever it was, but I asked him if it was clean title. He said yeah. I asked him if those miles are legit. He said yeah. I'm like, do you have the title in hand? He's like yeah. Then I called him, got his number, got the quick backstory that I explained to you guys that I got before I got there, and just decided to hook up the trailer, stop at the bank, grab some cash, and see what we can make happen. And like I said, you guys saw the outcome of it. It was completely unplanned, unscripted, and it ended up all working out. All right. Ray says, can't wait to see where you go with the SST for sure. Damn. That's a great idea for the build. Thank you. I think it's a good idea. Blake says, took my C8 and Gen 2 GTS to Cars and Coffee this last weekend. My GTS got more attention. Damn. I know, it was crazy, the values and just like the interest in the Vipers. The Viper was always like the black sheep of the family. Like, nobody really liked it, and now all of a sudden it's like everybody goes crazy when they see a Viper all of a sudden. The Gen 5 really did a lot for the Viper community. Ben says, hey John, how's it going? I just got off work. Been quite the day. Love the new project truck. Can't wait to see how these projects get underway and the end results. What's on the table for this weekend? So yeah, today was a pretty good day as far as getting stuff done. Wrapped up the Viper, like I mentioned earlier in this live. So the Viper's all back together. She's all done, painted, good to go. And then ended up getting the axle prepped. I had to do a lot of cutting and grinding to get the axle at least as clean as I wanted to. Repainted it, and I got the brackets for the lowering, the INS lowering brackets that Most Performance supplied us. They sponsored that video, so I'll be showing you guys that. I still gotta put the axle in the truck, so I could just show you guys how the axle project, like modification went, but I want to show you guys the correction. So we took like a video before, the axle, and then I want to show you guys after, once the axle goes in, and show you the corrected geometry and how our axle is sitting in the wheel well afterwards. So that'll be coming. We got LEDs, a new version of LED fog lights for 4th Gen Rams. Those show up, I think, Saturday or Sunday. Still trying to gather all the pieces for the 8.4 U-Connect. We've got the Hellcat seats in the 4th Gen Ram. We've got the SST. We got a lot of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. Kind of a little bit for everybody here. Rude MOPAR dude said, yo, catching up on the Hellcat. Awesome job on that thing. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been seeing your comments. You've been rolling through the series, which is cool. It's good to see. There's a ton of content there. Like, we have, obviously, you can probably see there's a lot of hours in that Dakota to get it to where it is. But yeah, I've definitely been seeing your comments pop up on I get notifications like I mentioned to you guys earlier, but it's just hard for me to like get back to everybody's comments and questions. But that's why I do these lives, because I try to give everybody a shot to kind of chit chat with me. But when I have like hundreds of comments rolling in a day, it's just hard to get to everybody, but I do see them. But I've been seeing how you've been commenting on the Hellcat playlist, which is cool. Here's first thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Think first. Matt says, hell yeah, this is an awesome deal. Love it. I'll follow his channel too. He needs to do some step-by-step videos on bodywork, paint, etc. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, right? Like, he's gonna be new to like the vlogging process, but so cut him some slack there. But yeah, like I said, if we can get him sorted out, like I said, we're gonna try and get the next video to 500 likes. If it hits 500 likes, then he agreed that he'll take the SST, and as long as you guys are down with it, and you guys want to see, the process of prepping that body and getting it all tip top, you guys will see how the Viper turned out in tomorrow's video, or it might come out Sunday. But when you guys see how good the Viper turned out, I think you guys are gonna be really excited to see how well the SST could turn out if he ends up painting it for us. So. Like I said, I'll still end up getting in there. Obviously, like, I'm not just make him do everything, but he's, gonna take the initiative and I guess start taking things apart and getting it all sorted out. So, he's just gonna be like an extra set of hands, as long as you guys show him some love on his channel that he's gonna make. So, yeah, if you guys are down, we might be able to get the SST build started a little sooner than I had planned. Because, like I said, honestly, I'll tell you guys right now, honestly, I bought the truck, but it wasn't like I needed a new project. I just saw it. I think it was a good opportunity, and I was literally just going to get it, stuff it in the back behind the shop for a while, and forget about it. And then once we get through all the other projects we have, I was going to, pull it out when we had something to do. But Aaron really wants to see it get done, so if you guys are down, then and you guys want to see it get painted, and you guys want to watch him, he's going to explain the process of, sanding it, painting it, and getting that body restored, then we can move forward with it. So no tricks, no games. It's not like I'm trying to make you guys follow his channel, but I just think it'd be cool, and it would help him out too, because he wants to get into this YouTube thing. Let's see. So Matt's on board. Darren says, heck yeah. I give a thumbs up and sub to his channel. Okay. So Darren's on board. Daniel says SST build's gonna be nice. Yeah, like you guys already know how I build all my stuff. Like you guys, I always, well, I don't know. I think at least you guys tell me. I try to make stuff look, you know, pretty damn, you know, fresh and stuff. Like I really try to do, you know, try to make things look unique and clean and try to be as OEM as possible, but kind of add like a modern touch to it. So I'm kind of excited to do it to the second gen, see what kind of look we can have. I kind of want to keep it on theme for that, like, you know, the second gen era. Like I don't want to make things look too new, but I kind of want to just clean it up a little bit. I was almost thinking of, me and Aaron were talking today about putting like the newer second gen sport front end on it, like the one that has the bottom of the grille is kind of more round. The bumper is a little bit more round, and it's you know, one big plastic cover piece. But I think even though that the newer second gen front end that came out in '99 looks a little bit better, but I think it would almost like take away from the SST look, because the SST never came in that newer body. So I think it might kind of look like, it might look not period correct. So even though I prefer the 99 to 02 or 01 front end on the second gens, I think we'll probably end up keeping the same front end we have, but you know, just put in some newer looking headlights. I might switch the mirrors though to the newer second gen mirrors, like the 99 up ones, so that they don't have like the, looks like a dump truck, those mirrors, like chrome ones, but we'll see. Zach says, do you plan on building the 5.7 Hemi motor? Yeah, like originally we were gonna try to like rush through the 5.7 build stuff, so that we could hurry up and get onto the Hellcat project. But the cool thing is with the SST build coming up, we might have a place to continue our 5.7 mods. So if we end up sticking the 5.7 into the SST, then it gives us a place that we can continue doing a bunch of 5.7 Hemi stuff. So, and I know a lot of guys are interested in that. So might be a win-win situation, but again, I do want to see what is wrong with that Magnum motor. Either way, I'm going to keep the Magnum motor. We'll put it on the stands, depending on how badly it's grenaded. Regardless, I'm not going to like just chuck the Magnum motor. I'm not going to part the Magnum motor out. I'm going to end up cleaning it up. We'll build it on the stand. That way, if for any reason SSTs shoot up in value, I still have the original Magnum motor that was with it. But I'm thinking we're still going to probably Hellcat swap it. Or sorry, not Hellcat swap it, but Hemi swap it. But make it so that we're not cutting up the frame and, you know, cutting off engine mounts. I want to make whatever engine mounts I design for the Hemi to make it so that we can go back to a Magnum if we ever wanted to. Do you like Dixon cider? Oh, that's pretty funny. We got Bart Simpson up here in the chat. Can't wait to see the new, what you call it, classic build for the channel. Oh, SST. Hey, just joined the stream, so not sure what I missed, but now that you're in Florida, do you have any events coming up? I was gonna try to go to some Cars and Coffee tomorrow. There's a couple events that me and Aaron might try to hit. I don't know which one I'm gonna go to, but probably be in the Tampa area. I don't know where you're at, but probably going to try to hit an event or two tomorrow in the Tampa area, but nothing like official. So Car Strucks Whatever says, good day, what's up? Mike says, yeah, I like the Hellcat build and loved watching it come to what it has become. Can't wait to see the SST build. So glad you got it, even though I want to see the other truck build too. Yeah, I mean, it's just cool that we got a bunch of stuff on the go. I just, I gotta figure out this YouTube algorithm, because like I said, everybody that follows our channel really like seem to respond to that SST video. But didn't really seem to do a whole lot outside of our channel audience, and didn't seem to get pushed elsewhere, but whatever. Any thoughts on going for a Neon SRT? I had one when I was like 17, so I had an SRT4, but I don't know that I would get another one. I already got so much stuff right now, so no thoughts on one at the moment. But yeah, they're cool cars. Yes, your builds are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Excited for the SST. I'd love to watch the rebuild and bodywork. Also hoping you keep the 5.9 and go full build. Yeah, so like I said, we kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier in this live stream about what we're gonna do. We're gonna definitely do a diagnosis and see what's going on with that Magnum motor, see how bad it is, see why it failed, what failed, all that stuff. But I do think we probably are gonna stick a 5.7 in there unless something else happens. But we'll see. We will really see. I just want to make it so I can have the options. Have the options to have a hemi in it. Have the option to put the Magnum in there. Waves. Agree. Adventure. Are you a fun? I think you mean a fan of a Dodge Ram Charger. I don't have anything against them. I wouldn't be my first pick though. Definitely do a sport front end on the SST. So it has a sport front end on it, but just doesn't have like the newer 99 and up sport front end. So the 99 and up had like the grill that's like more round at the bottom, whereas like the regular version just had like that chopped off flat grill on the bottom. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna try to keep the front end period correct. We'll see. At least for now, since everything that we have is good, like there's nothing wrong with the front end that we have at the moment. I think for now we'll end up just painting everything that we got. If we want to get creative in the future, we can always put the newer front end on it, but I don't think it's gonna look right because it won't. Think about it this way. It is an SST, which I still have to make a video on that because everybody seems to doubt whether it's an SST. Like I have the build sheet from the truck, the VIN. For some reason, and we'll get into this in a separate video, but whoever owned the truck, I don't know if they just didn't like the name SST or they really wanted an RT. Me and Aaron seem to think that whoever owned that truck before really liked Vipers because if you guys don't know, like the key from all the like the, I want to say, I don't know exact year, but let's just say like 96 to like 2000s, early 2000s. All Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, they all use the same key, like cylinders, right? So this person had such an obsession with Vipers that the key for the SST is actually a Viper key, like a legit Viper key. So he paid to cut the key for the ignition and the doors, and it's a Viper key. And if you notice, the font that he used everywhere, like RT, it's not like R/T. It looks like the same RT as in RT10, like Viper RT10. It's the same font. Like I swear this guy took the emblems off of Viper and put RT, but it doesn't have the -10. So obviously this person had some sort of obsession with RTs, and he took the SST badging off it for whatever reason. So and put RT, like slapped RT all over the place, just crazy. So. But yes, it is an SST. I do have the build sheet for it, so it's all legit. I verified it. Where are you in Florida? Near Tampa area. Mike says, one thing I'll also say is you're definitely keeping the channel unpredictable. One day it's doing the new regular cab, and then barn, bam, now there's an SST build coming up. Yeah, like I'm always like thinking ahead and like trying to keep things rolling and in queue, right? So if I see a good deal on a project, well, look at all the engines we have. Like obviously I'm like keeping the momentum rolling so that we've always got something in the works for the future. So once we've done this and we have that, and we just got a lot of options. So I'm glad you're enjoying the randomness of it all, but it's been fun. It's I don't know, it's been a lot of fun like messing with all this stuff. I just need to get the views up, so you guys can help me out in the views department. So any feedback you guys want to give me there, or how we get more people to the channel. I think the other thing too is one thing that's easy to do is if you guys think that you know somebody that's interested in this type of stuff, or somebody that you think that would want to see this type of stuff, whether they're a Mopar enthusiast or they want to restore a car or a truck or whatever, share whatever your favorite video is, and just doing that will get more people coming to the channel. So that way we can get, like I said, the more I can like get the views up, then the more income the channel will generate, and then I can just keep moving on some of these projects. I could maybe even eventually hire somebody so that I could just get more stuff going. We could turn this into a little production, but right now it's just a one-man show, and that's kind of the only amount of money that it's able to generate is just for one person right now. But You never know what it could turn into if with your guys' help. Do you watch hockey? No, I do not. Mr. J. Magoo says SST. What's up, man? Things are looking amazing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on the go, so a little bit of something for everybody. SST restore. Mr. J. Magoo with the emojis. When will you be doing the next 5.7 heavy mod to the truck besides rear diff swap? So I got a bunch of stuff in the works. We're gonna get the axle in there. I talked to, and I guess I'll announce more details as they rise, but talked to the company that's gonna be helping us out with drive shaft stuff. So hopefully the drive shaft on the Dakota, trying to resolve that. And then also building a built drive shaft for our Ram so that we can bring it to the track without throwing the drive shaft out of it. Do you guys do or don't know? I've mentioned a few times the stock drive shaft in the single cab Ram, like if you get over like 110 miles an hour or so, it'll literally just spit the drive shaft out. So I got to get the drive shaft built before we can go to the track. So, and I don't want to like modify the 5.7 engine too much before we get more baseline numbers, because I wanted to, my original intention was we went to the track, set some baseline numbers. I want to go back to the track, intake exhaust, see what it runs. And then I want to, literally load a tune, can tune, load the tune, do another run, see what difference a can tune makes, and then we'll go back again with a custom tune, 6.4 intake, and just keep doing a bunch of stuff, fan delete mod, like all sorts of stuff, and then see how fast we can get the 5.7 going before adding some sort of power adder, whether that's nitrous or boost. And then after we're done doing all that stuff, then we can actually yank the motor Hellcat swap. So it's coming up. I'm just trying to get the foundation ready, and I need shocks too. That's the other thing. Like I want this thing to be stable going down the track. So as you guys know, we lowered it, got it sitting right. The brackets from Inez or Inez, however you pronounce it, those will get our axle geometry and our pinion angle correct. Then I got to get some shocks, drive shaft. I got to get some wheels. Actually, I don't have to buy wheels. I'm actually going to use the SST wheels, take those off the SST since they're 17s, and mount some slicks to those, and we can use those as our race wheels for the 4th gen as well. Well, the SST is just getting body work. It doesn't need any fancy wheels, or it doesn't need the original wheels on it, so we'll use those as our drag pack wheels. They'll be perfect for that. The SST is a cool truck, but I really want to see the 1500 Hellcat swap. Yeah, I agree. I think the Hellcat swap is going to be definitely fun. On the thought of engine swaps, I think it would be really cool to swap the Hemi from the 4th gen into the SST. Then you can get started on the Ram swap. Would be cool to have both underway. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, you're not wrong. Technically, I could, do all these performance tests on the 5.7 when it's in the SST. So I guess we could take a vote and see what people want to see. What about trying the drive shaft company that Cletus uses? I'm not familiar with which one he uses. I can check it out. It's probably not far from here. Latest model front end will look killer on the truck. You've seen the TRX rendition that I sent you. Yeah, no, it's cool. The TRX single cab that somebody did, the lowered one. That is the goal eventually. For now, we're gonna get the performance aspect, so get the mechanical stuff running, and then we'll do that. Would love to see a Viper motor in the white truck. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I know a lot of people want to see the Viper motor go into the SST, but it kind of doesn't make sense in a way, for at least for my channel and what we got going on here. Like, I don't think there would be a point in building like an older version of the SRT10 that we already have. Like, maybe if we didn't have the SRT10 on the channel, then yeah. But the fact that we already have a white with blue stripe SRT10 truck, I think it would just be kind of boring to try to like make an older, crustier version of our SRT10. So I think either, if somehow we get surprised that this Magnum motor is salvageable and it might potentially have a 408 already in it. I'm not saying that there is, but I'm just guessing based on the amount of money that somebody already threw at this thing, that it's either going to be a Hemi or it's going to be the Magnum. So one of the two is going to end up happening. But I know a lot of guys want to see the Viper thing, but I think it would just be, I don't know. I think it would just be like a crusty old SRT10. We already have like a real SRT10, so I just don't think it makes sense for us. Jay says, how are you able to afford all this? I literally work. I'm working right now on a Friday night, so it's you know, making content is like literally 24/7. But when you enjoy doing it, it's it doesn't really feel like work, I guess. But yeah, I'm like, this is a non-stop grind. So I get to do what I love to do, but it's like there's no days off. Like I literally was working in the garage until like 7 something at night, and then jumped on here for 8:30. And then tomorrow it's like you wake up and go to another like car show and stuff. And even though it might sound fun, it's non-stop cars. So, but yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't change it for anything. I'd love to see a 408 build. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We might get lucky and maybe there's already a 408 in that 360. Have you seen the 2023 Dodge Hornet? No, I have not. His OnlyFans. I know, right? But yeah, so we got some exciting stuff on the go. I'm kind of curious what you guys are most excited for. Comment. Put in the comments. Are you more excited for the SST? Are you more excited for the single cab Ram? Or do you guys want to see more Hellcat content? What's your favorite? Or it could be anything. It could be the Viper or whatever. Let's see what the most popular thing is that you guys put in the comments. All right. So we got 1 vote for SST. Let's see how many different things roll in here. It's too bad you can't do like a live poll. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think we can. New 5.7 and SST. Man, that's like a mixed bag. I can't even tell which one's the most popular, honestly. I see how many votes we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SSTs. Yeah, so 5 votes for SST. What else we got? Damn. Yeah, I think the SST won our little poll there. And even Jerry's got SST. What is it about the SST that you guys like so much, out of curiosity? I'm not discrediting the SST, but I'm just curious like what it is about the SST that makes you like it. Like, is it because you guys have second gens, or you guys just think it'd be cool to build it? I'm just curious like what the reasons are, so that I could try to I don't know, try to make it so that you guys enjoy the content that we make. There is a lot of SST in here though. A few votes for the 4th gen, for sure. A few Hellcat votes. Hellcat Prowler. I like the Restore Progress. Yeah. I don't know, there's something about the new stuff, but then the old stuff's kind of fun too. I think compared to the Hellcat, the 4th gen build and also the SST build, I both I both feel like those are going to be much easier than the Hellcat was. I spent hours looking at those when they were new. Okay. Mr. J Magoo likes the restore process. I had a sport in the same year. Body style and change the truck and the lines are beautiful. Yeah, that's true. Isn't that like the? Isn't that the truck that like was it Chuck Norris chose to drive around in that show? Or the Ram that was in the movie Twister? It was the '94 Ram or something, wasn't it? Dig the Magnum motor, the era of the truck, and the restoration. I think you guys just like that era because that's when gas was cheap. Not, I filled up the Eco Diesel the other day, or yesterday. It was like $5.60 for diesel per gallon, which might be cheaper than California or where some other people are, but it's still pretty expensive for down here. Ben says I have a 4th gen, so that's what has the most excited for is the Hellcat. It feels most relatable, although I can't afford a Hellcat. Yeah, I feel you, man. Hellcat with drive shaft repaired and track runs, then Hell Ram with SST contest. Well, you could do the 4th gen and SST at the same time. Yeah, so I don't know if Mr. J Magoo is part of this. So me and Aaron, I think, and I'll mention it again, me and Aaron might work out something where he might start to fix the body on the SST. He might start a YouTube channel. So if you guys are down, he's going to need some support on your guys' end to get his channel going and keep him motivated. So he, when we do the video, when I release the video tomorrow, should be tomorrow or either Sunday, showing you guys our progress on the Viper. If that video gets 500 thumbs ups, he agreed that he'll take the SST and start, stripping it, sanding it, and getting it ready for paint. And he's gonna paint it and do it on his channel. So you guys, while we're working on the 4th gen, he's gonna be over there making content on the SST, showing you guys the whole process, what he's gonna do, how he's gonna get prepped and all that stuff. But once you guys see the Viper and how good that thing came out, you guys are gonna be pretty excited for how perfect that the SRT is gonna come out with him working on it and getting the paint just right. So Mike says, plus I say SST because I'm currently doing my Dakota with a Magnum build. Oh, right on. Dodge Rams Chuck Norris approved. Nobody else is doing a street 2nd gen, so different. $2 a liter here for diesel. Yikes. If you do end up doing the Magnum and the SST, would you ever think about putting a procharger on it? No. I literally, if you guys are somewhat new to the channel, I literally did a lot of this stuff already with the Magnum. So that's kind of why I'm just like, I know a lot of guys keep saying, do a Magnum build, but I think a lot of people are new to the channel and never watched our Magnum content. So I have I want to say probably at least 50 videos, 50 to 100 videos on pure Magnum content that we did on the channel. If you guys do or don't know, the Dakota, the Hellcat, it's an RT. It came with the 5.9, and we also worked on my buddy Jason's 5.9. I did a naturally aspirated 5.9 build. We also built his 5.9 naturally aspirated on the channel. We built 2 5.9s, cams, heads, intake manifold, tune, all that junk. So go watch those videos if you guys are dying for Magnum content, because I documented a crap ton of 5.9 Magnum stuff. So that's why I'm kind of over it, because not to discourage you guys, but the 5.9 or the Magnum engine in general is an absolute money pit. You could throw $1,000 or $1,200 M1 intake at it. You can put heads on it. You can put a cam in it, and you might make a hot 400 or 450 horse, which you could pretty much make with a stock Hemi. You can throw 7 to 10 grand into a Magnum engine, and still will be making 450 horsepower. And if you guys do or don't know, we also had the 5.9 in my truck with the procharger kit on it in the RT. and it was just, it blew up in like 1 week. Like it was just, it wasn't even that fast. It ran like hot garbage for like a week, had all sorts of issues, and then it just blew up. So if you guys want to see all that stuff and you guys are curious about 5.9 build stuff, go check out our older videos before we Hellcat swapped our Dakota RT. Those of you guys have been with the channel for a while. You guys all know and watched us go through that like painstaking process of of trying to make a Magnum fast, and it was just, we kept going to the track and just getting our ass handed to us with, we had like I'm telling you guys, we had pretty much everything. We had headers, M1 intake, cam, you know, throttle body, electric fan. What else did we have? We had Flying Ryan Performance Tune. Ran like hot garbage. So if you guys want to go down that path, go for it. Or if you guys don't believe me, go and watch the other videos where we literally put all that stuff on the 5.9 and just the thing was still a turd. So yeah, if that's what you guys are into, I mean, by all means. But the only thing that would pique my curiosity is if the 360, the 5.9 that we have, if for some reason it already has a 408 stroker in it, I think that would be cool. Or potentially converting it back to an LA platform, which you could probably make more power. Or putting like an old school hemi in it and like, you know, making some really good power. Like something along that nature if we're going to keep it old school. But I'm telling you guys don't believe me, but the 5.9 Magnum is like bang for buck as far as trying to make power. It is just an absolute money pit, which is part of the reason why we ended up swapping the Dakota RT in the first place. So I'm not trying to discourage you guys if you guys are Magnum guys, but I know a lot of guys are new to the channel too, so maybe you guys didn't see us go through like that painstaking process of trying to make the 5.9 Magnum fast. Let's see, SST, there's a lot of votes for SST in here. Awesome to see the SST brought back to its former glory. If you do end up doing the Magnum SST, what do you think about putting procharger? Okay, I answered that question. Be awesome to see the SST brought back to its former glory. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't know. Like, who knows, right? Who knows how hurt that motor is or isn't. Maybe we can get that motor back running. Like, there's just so many unknowns right now for me to really like make a final decision on it. But I'm just saying, if that motor's completely trashed and we gotta start throwing money at it, I'm not gonna like throw out the Magnum motor, so I'll keep it. I'll probably do like a engine stand build and kind of like throw it in the corner of the shop. I think it'll look cool. If for some reason the price of SSTs goes through the roof, or you know, we get some more parts to build that. But I think if we just slide the hemi in it, it's gonna make way more power, be way more reliable. It's not gonna be leaking oil all over the place. Like, we'll see. But again, that build is like way far out, so things could completely change. So whatever comes out of my mouth, don't get discouraged that, you know, I'm definitely gonna hemi swap it, or I'm definitely gonna Magnum swap it. Like, I haven't made up any decisions yet. I'm just kind of giving you my thoughts and feelings on the situation right now. Some of the diesel prices in Canada right now are hitting prices of almost $3 a liter, which is like $8 a gallon US. Yeah, that's crazy. Mike says, I'm down, and make sure you put his channel name so I can follow. Yeah, I don't know if he'll have it made by tomorrow. I should probably make sure, or try to get him to make it. But the deal is, the video that he helped with the Viper, if that video gets 500 thumbs up, then he's gonna get moving on the SST. So maybe I'll see if he can make that channel by tomorrow. SST is something we could all see ourselves in and do. Hellcat with wiring and such. Yeah, the Hellcat wiring is definitely not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Hellcat. Oh, so here's the order from Michael. Hellcat, SST, and Fortune. Damn, putting Fortune in last place. I've had 3 family members that had Dakota RTs and moved up to the SST after they sold their Dakotas. Nice. Yeah, I did watch all the Magnum stuff. You did, as you posted them, so that is a very good point. Yeah, it wasn't like I, was trying to hate on the Magnum. It's just, we got a few of them. Like I said, we fully built mine. Well, not fully built. We did everything but heads on mine, but we did valve springs, high lift cam, intake manifold, exhaust, tune, procharger, and it was just a turd. And then we also built Jason's, which I don't know, it wasn't like anything crazy either. He's got full on heads, cam, tune, spin tech heads, headers. He's got an intake on it. I think we put a Hughes air gap on his. The full build is on here. And like it's not like anything crazy, honestly. It might make like 400 horse. It's not like I said, it's not anything to write home about. Old stuff's fun because you can modify it and you don't have as much to deal with based to the new stuff. I disagree. Like I think, and hopefully that's what I'm trying to accomplish with this channel, is that the new stuff isn't as hard as you guys make it out to be. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's a Hemi or it's the Magnum, it's a pushrod V8. And honestly, the newer stuff it's built and designed better. Like for example, the Magnum thing, having the plenum gasket fall out of it and leak. Sharing with the Magnum design, you're sharing your intake, part of your intake manifold, with the oil valley on the V8. So you're splashing hot oil at your intake manifold the whole time. So you're heating up the air that's going into your engine before it even has a chance to combust. So you're like superheating the air coming into your engine with hot engine oil. It's just, yeah, the design of the older stuff. That's why this newer stuff makes so much power. Like, it's just hard to compete with. And the newer stuff's just so much like more modular. Like the gaskets are like a lot more thought out. Like you're not talking about like cork gaskets or just like gaskets that fall apart and leak. Like think of how many Magnum's decent. Like it runs and lasts a long time, but they end up like puking oil a lot. So, and like I said, like having the plenum gasket blow out, like it's just not the best design. I remember when you bought someone's entire Magnum inventory, loads of parts. Yeah, that's Jason. So that was the other RT that we built. So that's what I'm saying. Jason's the one that had all the RT parts. So we built his truck and we built my truck with some of the parts. And we just kind of did a couple different builds for you guys on Magnum stuff. But just yeah, and at the end of the day, just didn't make that much power. Yeah, I could change my mind with the SST with a Hemi build. 5.7 SST. Viper motor with the 6-speed. Nah, I'm not gonna do the Viper motor in there. I mean, we could, but probably won't. Just because I feel like it would be like an old crusty SRT10, in my opinion. Unless you just say screw it and go buy a new Viper GTS ACR Extreme from Calvo and buy new tires monthly. I'd be down, but I don't have that kind of money. It's just like crazy money. That's crazy how expensive some of those cars are. If my YouTube got really big and I could afford it, like, Street Speed 717, I'd be down, but we ain't there yet. That body style was actually supposed to be a Ford F-150, but Ford scrapped the project and Dodge picked it up. Is that true? On second gen Dodges, it was supposed to be a Ford? I don't know if that's true, but it would be interesting. There was a guy that was a designer for Ford that we ran into at one of the car shows up here in Pennsylvania, and he was telling us all about it. I don't know. The guy might have been a crackhead. I don't know if I've ever heard that story before. I mean, definitely with the grill and having that crosshair design, I would it definitely says Dodge to me, but I don't know. 440 Magnum or something of that genre would be sick. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe something bigger than a 408 or a 360. The Dakota with the 5.9 might have been a turn, but it sounded good. But yeah, go with the 5.9. Yeah, the Dakota definitely sounded good. I won't argue with that. I would put the 5.7 in that 5.7 Hemi and SST, then maybe upgrade the 5.7 with Hellcat supercharger, swap, or top end. I guess. Well, we're gonna Hellcat swap the 5 points, or Hellcat swap the 4th gen RAM, so that's what will end up happening there. I like the idea of keeping the SST all stock and factory original look, and drop the 5.7 Hemi and mod it up for fun track. That's how I'm thinking. And yes, I'm still building my own Hellcat, fitting the dash and heater box at the moment, finessing the firewall. Nice. Right on. We need to change my heads on my 5.9 Magnum. Planning on going with Summit's complete head assembly. Are they any good that you know of? I mean, there's a few different options, right? So you can get the Edelbrock heads. Obviously, you're mentioning Summit's ones. There's some of the older ones that you can get, like the IndieX and stuff. The IndieX was the ones that we put on Jason's truck. But like I said, like by the time you end up buying heads for that thing, like I can guarantee you're gonna be a few grand into putting heads on it. You can get a junkyard 5.7 for $1,500, $2,000, and like bang for buck, you're gonna be like leaps and bounds ahead just switching to the 3rd gen Hemi platform. It's the unfortunate truth. That's kind of the realization that we came to when we ended up going with the Mac Daddy engine and the Hellcat. We were just literally, I was gonna say spinning our wheels, but we weren't even spinning our wheels. The thing was slow as hell. But we were just kind of like wasting time trying to make that 5.9 Magnum be like competitive. And it was just by today's standards, everything just comes such a long way. Ron said, no, it's not true. John Ford and Chevy have been chasing Dodge ever since to match the big grill. I would maybe believe that. Thoughts on the ZF8 speed transmission? Gold or garbage? Yeah, if you've been around the channel for a while, I would say they're good. Just when they stay together. They're really durable. They can take a lot of power. There's not a whole lot of issues with them, but the vibration issues in not just my Dakota, but other, there's brand new Hellcats that are breaking the transmission in half. So there seems to be some sort of resonance happening that you gotta make sure you take care of. Otherwise, they can literally just like split in half or explode. Other than that, they're good. They hold a lot of power and stuff. But yeah, definitely have to watch out for that aspect of it. I gotta like show you some of these things. Some of these things are so funny sometimes. Like, let's see. Like, I don't even understand what people are like. Like, I literally just getting a message right now. Like some people send me the craziest messages, like on like Facebook and stuff. Facebook, Instagram. Somebody just messaged me, like contacting me about like the Hellcat or something. They said, "Hello, would you sell me that truck or a 4-door vehicle? Since I have a baby, life's been pretty effed up for the past 3 years. Could use a turnaround." I'm not even making this stuff up, you guys. I literally get like the weirdest questions here. It's crazy. Crazy, you guys. Oh, anyways, that was a little entertainment for you guys. So how has your transformation been from your Honda fan days, S2000 to being part of the MOPAR No-Car family, the power of the N? I mean, I just stuck with what's working. I wasn't really, the S2000 build didn't really seem to get a lot of love on the channel, so everybody wanted to see more MOPAR stuff, so we just stuck with it. So I don't know, it's been fun. The nice thing is there's not a lot of content being covered on the MOPAR stuff, so hopefully I'm filling some sort of gap or, serving some sort of part in that in the MOPAR community. So, whereas, I mean, the S2000, the Chevys, the Fords, there's like a lot of channels on that stuff, I feel like. But the MOPAR stuff, not so much. EcoDiesel must think it's on vacation now There's no Texas trips. I know, seriously. Probably not a common question, but what kind of fuel economy does a Hellcat get? I have 5.9 that I overland, and my fuel economy is absolutely dookie, and I make no power. Yeah, I mean, as far as like fuel economy, like if you're not stepping on it in the Hellcat, like you can actually get decent. I don't know, like I can't like tell you the miles per gallon, but I mean the engine's not really working. It's just sitting there, and like with the 8-speed transmission, it might be sitting around like 1,000 or 1,500 RPM if you're not sending it. So it's got to be. I would have to argue that unless you're flooring it using like all 700 horse, it's gonna be better on gas than the 5.9 for sure. Michael is laughing. How much fun was the S2000? The S2000 was awesome. Like, if you guys ever watched like those original S2000 videos where we were taken to the track and doing track days and we were beating up on, there was some guy that was talking crap about the S2000 and he had a C7 Z06 and he said, oh, I'm gonna smash that thing on the track, and he was just talking all kinds of crap, and then we were just handing him his ass on the track, and he was just like all pissed off, and then he said it's because of his brakes or because of this or that. Like, it was fun. It was fun. What are your thoughts on supercharging a 6.4 392? Yeah, I would say send it. If you already got a 392, I would say go for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would say go for it. Let's see. What other questions you guys got? Probably do about like maybe 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll wrap up tonight's live stream. I'm a little bit beat, been literally working on the cars all day, but I wanted to stay consistent with our Friday night live, so it might be a little bit draining. I'm gonna take a well-deserved break here in a little bit. I don't know if any of you guys play PlayStation or something, anything like that, but usually after these Friday night lives, I mean, it's not like I'm a little kid or anything, but it's just fun downtime. Like, if you guys have PlayStation or Xbox, I usually play Rocket League. I don't know if you guys have ever played that. Being car community, I'll explain to you. It's literally like you take cars and you play soccer with cars, and you drive around. You have to hit the soccer ball into the net. It sounds really stupid, but it's super fun and just it's like mindless entertainment. So if any of you guys happen to play Rocket League, you want to join me on that afterwards, or Grand Theft Auto 5, those are pretty much the only 2 games I play whenever I might have like an extra 5-10 minutes to mess around with something. So figure it out, throw that out there if any of you guys want to join me. I know a few subscribers have added me to PlayStation and we kind of game online, but if anybody wants to, let me know. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up, you guys. Any project ideas for cars instead of trucks? Yeah, I do. The prices are still high, but I do want to get a Hellcat car, preferably a Challenger. So, I mean, we keep seeing that, get into all sorts of different projects and stuff, but I do want to get a Hellcat Challenger at some point, something like that. Teddle says it's an awesome game. Well, add me to it then. I don't know how to add. If you have PS4, you can add me. Teddle, do you have PS4? I think that's how you say your username. Ron says, how are you adjusting to life in Florida? Able to network with anyone? I haven't really, honestly, since I got here, I've just been setting up the place, other than hanging out with Aaron. It's pretty much the only person I've been hanging out with was Aaron, or I've been working on stuff here and just getting everything set up, getting things registered, getting all my utilities and bills and everything. So haven't had a whole lot of time to just setting things up, setting up the shops, and obviously setting up my house, which isn't like part of the video content, but still stuff I have to do. Finally just got a couch like 3 days ago. I finally got a couch on Tuesday, so I haven't even had a chance to really sit on it. I've just been working the whole time. Let's see. But yeah, as far as Florida, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good area. I like it so far. I've just been going to the gym and just working on stuff so far. Post up your game tag. So on PS4, it's literally the same as Boosted Motorsports, but I think I couldn't fit all the letters. SPTS. Yeah. So that's my gamer tag. Boosted Motor SPTS. So if you want to add me, I think for some reason on On whatchamacallit. I think on Rocket League, I don't think you can add my PS4 tag, but if you happen to have PS4, then add me there. Boosted motor SPTS. Let me double check that so I can show you guys. I know it's using an older crowd, which is fine, but yeah. If you guys want mindless entertainment for a little bit, hop on that. It's pretty fun. Yeah, boosted motor SPTS. And that's my PS4 or PS Online tag. I don't even know what it's called. I'm not like a big gamer, but it's fun. Smile says Hellcat swap a car like a Dodge Aries. Imagine. Dude, I'm so hyped about the 96 Ram build. Damn, it's 97. 97, man. Give it some credit. It's not that old. Just joined the chat after disappointing Penguins loss. Oh, damn. Sorry about your Penguins, bud. Sorry about the Penguins. We're just talking about Rocket League and PlayStation Online. If there's anybody out there that wants to join up. Ron says, I saw some money. I'm happy for you. It will come with time and just get your balance back. Yeah. Yeah, like finally it's like starting to kind of flow into a bit of a groove here. Obviously, you guys can see I'm getting underway on a lot of projects. But yeah, just getting organized, getting set up, and it's good. I really like this place. It's got way more space and since the last place, if you think about it, we picked up 2 extra projects, right? So we've got the 4th gen and then we got the SST. You guys already saw how stacked we were at the last place, so kind of what's going on already without even really thinking about it. I've never really kind of come to this conclusion, but exactly what I said at the last place was I said, hey guys, we're maxed out, we got nowhere to go, I don't have any room to put anything else. And now it's like we're over here, we've already got 2 more trucks and we've still got all the room in the world. So, and then the other thing too was at the last place, I had literally inches on each side to get my trailer into the backyard. So whenever I wanted to use my trailer, I had to have 2 or 3 spotters, and we had to try to get it out. And, I'm telling you, it was so close that we ripped the security camera off this corner of my house trying to clear palm trees, getting the trailer out before. Whereas in comparison here, I can literally take my trailer out by myself at any given time. For example, the SST popped up. I literally backed up my truck, hooked up, and within 10 minutes of hooking my trailer up, I headed to the bank, grabbed the cash, and then we were off to go look at the SST, and we were able to bring it home the same day. So it's just a much better setup having a lot more space. But all right, any other questions you guys have? I'll give it about 5 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna go relax. I think it's time to relax on my couch that I've never sat on. I'm burnt out, boys. Burnt out. What else you guys got for me? Alright, well, that's it. I might wrap it up. Like I said, I got the video coming out for you guys tomorrow on the Viper stuff. Normally, have you decided what your plans are for the SST? We covered that a little bit earlier. No, I'm not making a final call just yet. I do want to open up the Magnum engine and see what's going on inside it, and that might give us a better indication on what's going on with it, and then maybe give us a little bit more of an idea of which way we want to go. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Just so you guys know, I have to buy another engine stand and I have to buy another engine hoist, so I gotta get that in the next few days, and then I don't even know a way of getting the Magnum engine out of the back of the SST right now because it got loaded in with that tractor. So I need to actually buy a new engine hoist because I sold that the last place, and an engine stand. Also got rid of that at the last place. Get the Magnum engine onto an engine stand. We can start taking it apart, make videos on that, seeing what the heck went wrong with it, what's inside it, what's all going on with that. And obviously we're going to be starting to do our 4th gen single cab build too. So when are you going to start doing tests on the can tunes? That's coming up in a few weeks. I talked about that a little bit earlier today. Getting a built drive shaft, finishing up the rear axle. I got to get some racing shocks on there and stuff. And then we'll start with that. But yeah, it should be coming up soon. I just got to get the chassis sorted out a little more, and then we can, like I said, I need to build a drive shaft before we go back to the track, otherwise it'll spit out the drive shaft. But anyways, guys, if you guys haven't already, smash the thumbs up before you take off. I'm going to go rest a little bit. If you guys want to join me on PlayStation Live and play Rocket League, I'll be on there. Again, my gaming tag on PS4, I'll type it here. If you guys want to add me, if you guys happen to boosted motor SPTS. No O, no R. There you go. If you want to add me, I'll be over there. You can kick it. I usually play Grand Theft Auto or Rocket League, but I'm going to go relax, and then tomorrow, back to the grinds. Probably take out either the Hellcat or the Viper. I haven't decided yet. But thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. See you guys in the next one.